Hi, everybody. I'm Brittany Lewis, a breaking news reporter here at Forbes. Joining me once again is Brad Bowman, the Senior Director of the Center on Military and Political Power at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. Brad, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.
I want to talk about the latest on the Russia-Ukraine war because Russian officials, including Russian President Vladimir Putin, hosted U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff, as well as the president's son-in-law Jared Kushner, for a 5-hour meeting at the Kremlin this week. No peace deal was reached, and a top Putin aide reportedly characterized the talks as constructive and highly substantive, but a compromise option was not found. Those were their words, but what are your thoughts on the talks and what went down?
Yeah, I think this appears to be another example where there was a high-level meeting with Vladimir Putin without the conditions set properly. And, Vladimir Putin benefits, in my view, from these high-level meetings, whether it be the summit in Alaska that we saw earlier this year or this more recent one, because it reduces his isolation, it gives him prestige and credibility, and allows him to play for time. And he clearly believes time is on his side. And so, I think what preceded this latest meeting with Witkoff and the president's son-in-law was the 28-point plan that Witkoff apparently played a lead role in drafting, evidently with heavy influence from the Kremlin. And if I could just be candid with you and your viewers, it was a rolling dumpster fire. I mean, that 28-point plan was essentially Vladimir Putin's dream Christmas list. And it was actually internally incoherent. I mean, it started with talking about maintaining Ukrainian sovereignty, and then proceeded to list several things that directly undermined that Ukrainian sovereignty. And so I was happy to see during Zelensky's visit to Ireland that he felt like things had moved in a better direction since that 28-point plan. We were down to 20 points or 19 points. But nothing substantive came out of the meeting. Big surprise, because Vladimir Putin is happy with how things are going. And Washington and our allies in Europe have failed to shift Putin's cost-benefit analysis to the point where he's willing to make any good faith concessions. And so until we do that, I don't think we're going to get him to come to the table in good faith. And even if he pretends that he's doing it, given the Russian history, including with the Budapest Memorandum and other things, I'm not holding my breath for that anytime soon.